Hello. Today we're doing a tutorial on the world, and then later, maybe next week, I'll do a tutorial on Start Platinum after I learn a bit more. So, yes, we're going to learn about the world. Very simple stand. It's only 2 stands, so can't be that difficult. It's got some decently good combos that you can land. Some more difficult than others. We'll start off with the simplest one. So basically, it goes triple Z, double X, C, and then the ZZ midair. When you hit the ground, you can either attempt to hit them with more moves, like a guard break, or you could back off. It all depends on how you are. Or you could triple Z midair and just send them flying because you don't want to fight them. I'll demonstrate 2 ways. So that's one of the ways you could do it. They get sent back at you. Secondary way you could do it is something like this. The knife might miss because say you have iframes when stunned, but if you time it right, you can probably get a good combo off them. That's the simplest move I have. Now, more advanced one would probably require like 2 SP, and it's not that hard. So you F into Z, U, C, double this midair, knife from behind. Yeah, sometimes that happens, so it kind of fails. But after that, you would go like this again. And then you try to grab them. And once you grab them, they be sent back, and that's when you run at them with F and then hit 3 to do a blood suck. Which missed. Pretty usual though. Remember, your lift up combo starter does about 4 damage, which is enough to be a game ender for some people. So this is how you do it. And you can continue the combo trying to do something like that. Most people will just block dash out of the way because there's no cooldown on it right now. You can kind of do it infinitely. But not obviously not infinitely, but it's a very short cooldown, so you don't get very much to work with after that. So that's one of the intermediate combos. There's not really any hard combos to this game since nothing's ever too difficult. There are a couple decently hard ones to land, considering the game has a couple glitches. I could try to think of some, but something like this would probably happen. See like that, where you don't have enough time to hit them before the stun, and then you'd probably get countered back. Something like this, probably. Where they get up a little too late. Or something just like this, or it just kind of goes through them sometimes. Something like that would be pretty good though. Start off with ZZZ, hit in the air, double up. I don't know if you could time that right, but it might work. I'd say a really simple combo that everybody should know, first of both stands, is F into Q, triple Z, grab, or, I don't know, grab kind of like sets you back a bit. So I'd more recommend like a, and then into G. Mine's on cooldown right now, but get into G and then you can probably run at them again. 3 into 4 is pretty easy to hit. Nothing too advanced, but they could block, so watch out. There's not too many things you can do with both stands. They have potential combo for everything. You can make shit up on the go. But it's all dependent on the skill of the user of the stand and how long they've been using it, or just natural skill that they have with it. I'd say I'm decently good with the world. I'm not too good with Star Platinum. I don't use it often. Something like this would probably work. Oh god. That only happens to the dummies. Don't worry about it in a real game. It most likely won't happen. See, if something like that happens, you instantly want to get back. Now, to get back really fast, you jump up. Well, I wouldn't call this getting back. I call this moving around them. You would want to jump, hit V to do an air dash forward. Or you could take the risk and while they're down, hit Q and try to hit them. Now, if you ever stop moving mid-battle, remember, if you hit Q, you should be able to reset your guy. And you will be able to move after that. Q is a great combo starter. First of all, it stuns them for a bit. And it breaks guards if you can land it. Yeah, I hate when that happens. But yeah, 3 into 4 is decently good to believe in. But sometimes they just go a little too far. So I'd say, once you know you can do it, test it out a bit. There's not too much to do with the world. It's mostly... But what I recommend you don't do is become someone who just like uses knives as a second cooldown ends. Because knives have a weird hitbox and you could get unlucky and just keep running around them and they just keep dodging it really simply. It's blockable as well, so people could just block it. Another tip people sometimes don't know is if you F into Q, the knives won't be able to hit you if you hit Q soon enough. Q provides invincible frames, or iframes, that allow your user not to be hurt. But that's why if someone FQs towards you, just hit Q yourself, like you hit Q, and they won't be able to hit you, but you won't be able to hit them, and then it's a gamble from there. You could either be the first one or the last one to get hit. I hate when that happens mid-game. It's a little tab I have for instant replaying. So those were some useful tips with the world. Only use barraging when you know you can land it, or else you get extremely punished for it. That's an obvious thing. 4 has no more windup anymore. It's very fast, as you saw, because they thought, well, once you get into the range of a 4, you literally can't move out of it. So they thought that it'd be better if there was no windup and then you could just hold block or something like that if you're fast enough. And I kind of like that. I feel like 3 should be a grabbable attack since you're grabbing them to bloodsuck them, and it should be like, because you can dodge with iframes by doing this or doing this. So it's counter, but I feel like it should be grab. Yeah, but that's my tutorial in the world. If you have any questions about it, just say it in the comments. It doesn't really matter. I'll eventually read them. But yeah, expect SP's tutorial coming out in about a week. See ya.